In today's video, I want to discuss the power of neutrality and how applying neutrality with the affirmation, I know it like I know my name, can allow you to manifest things faster. The reason for this is because you're bypassing resistance. Resistance is any confliction of belief, thought, knowing, trust, something within you that conflicts with the idea that you can have, be, do, or have anything that you want, when in actuality that's just not the case. You can have anything that you want, but it's a matter of making what that is, or making what you want rather, natural. And natural is neutral, and neutral is steady ease. It's a, like, I almost said like a flat line, but it's like that midpoint where you're just calm. There's no resistance in it. There's no battle, no fight, no anything. You're just calm. I think that neutrality is not talked about enough in the manifestation community. Being neutral is how I feel about having my truck. I've manifested it already, and we discussed this in the other video. I'm not squealing for my Benz anymore. I love it. I still like it. I take care of it. I do what I need to do for it. However, it's not, now that I have it, I've obtained it, for over a year now, we're going on 2 years now. I don't have that, I'm calm. It's natural. It's easy. There's no real emotion behind this. It's neutral. Neutral as in calm, calm as in knowing, knowing as in trust. All of those kind of play the same, are within the same frequency. But when you can't get to knowing because this information is so new, or you can't get to trust because this information is so new, or you haven't yet adapted to the idea that you can be, do, or have anything that you want in the very beginning, I highly recommend repeating this affirmation in a neutral state. As you say whatever it is that you want, and then follow it up with, I know it's done like I know my name, or I know it like I know my name. Play with it however you want to. Use the verbiage however you want to. Whichever way makes it calm for you, utilize it. But as you're saying it, in that space of peace and calm, find you somewhere where you can be chilled. And I just want you to still your mind, really relax yourself, and repeat, I know it like I know my name. And really feel on that tail end part of it. I always say that. Like, as you're saying, I know it like I know my name, really think to yourself how well you know your name. And feel that knowing, that resonance in, you're right, I do know my name like it's nothing. You don't battle when it comes to knowing your name. You don't fight yourself on what your name is. A little more of this. You don't debate with somebody about if your name is correct or not, even if they're saying it wrong. They might be saying it wrong and it might be pissing you off, but it doesn't change your name and what you know about your name. You know that your name is this, despite whoever messes it up or butchers your name. It doesn't matter. This information, or what I'm trying to explain, because this energy is neutral, because it's so, I like to say flat, like, I don't know why I keep saying flat, because it's so flat, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but I really honestly feel like it plays a role in feeling things into fruition, feeling them into reality. I think the true meaning of Feeling is the Secret, rather, by Neville Goddard. I think the true meaning of that is conviction. And a conviction, a knowing, is calm. Calm is neutral. Neutral is like that flat baseline where it's like everything is copacetic, you good, you coasting, you cruising, no interference, no real, this is bad or this is good. It's just like I'm in the middle of it all and I'm observing it. So in your affirmations, I want you to sit in a neutral state. I want you to repeat, I know it like I know my name. It's done. I know it like I know my name. It's done. I know it like I know my name. It's done. I know it like I know my name. It's done. I know it like I know my name. It's done. I live the life of my dreams. I know it like I know my name. It's done. These are just examples of certain desires. I drive my dream car. And you're going to insert these things however you would say it. And I want you to say it as if you were telling somebody. You finally got what you wanted. What would you tell your mom, your sister, your brother, your best friend, that closest person to you? Now that you have it, what would you be telling them? I got my dream car. I know it like I know my name. I'm a master manifester. I know it like I know my name. And the purpose of you putting that little training wheel of an affirmation at the end is because you know your name so calmly. I'm tying in what is not necessarily a physical fact for you right now, although it exists because all of creation is done and it is just in a vibrational state until it comes into fruition for you. So let me put this down. So my point of saying that is this: if I can merge your actual desire with your knowing, then eventually it will become so natural for you to accept the fact that you do have what it is that you want right now, because I've told you that you are nothing but awareness in physical form. Awareness creates everything. Awareness is a part of everything. Awareness is the only thing that creates. And all you're doing as a deliberate being, as a deliberate creator, is directing that awareness towards what you want. This awareness is intelligent. It knows what you're saying. It knows what you mean. And it knows what you're trying to reiterate. So if you communicate with it by saying, I know that I have these things because they are done, because I accept that all of creation is finished, and I accept this the same way that I accept the fact that my name is Teniecia. That's all you're saying, but in a much shorter version. I know that you're here present with me right now because you're never turned off. Like gravity, awareness is always on, always working, always functioning. In everything that exists, it is there, within it, aware, observing, constant, steady, consistent, and cannot be created nor destroyed because it is an energy. You don't have to say that long affirmation. We can short it down to, I have this, or I am this. I know it like I know my name. And you're really just communicating that to the version of you that does know it as well as you know your name. What we're doing is waking that up. And with repetition, whether you believe it in the beginning or not, with repetition, which is your job, the application of it has to be applied over and over and over and over. And if anything comes up against it, something that you do not agree with, something that does not coincide or coexist with what it is that you actually prefer based on your affirmation, you pull that affirmation out again. No. Let's talk about money, because it's my favorite topic when it comes to manifesting. If you were manifesting money, but then a bill came out of nowhere and it pisses you off, you can place your awareness on being pissed. And that's okay. It's okay to be pissed. I never, ever, ever, ever want you all to deny your feelings or your emotions or try to shove them down to your toenails. Acknowledge it. Communicate with it if you must. I see you. I understand you. You have every right to be there. I would be upset too. And this may sound crazy, but whatever you have to do to soothe you, you know what you need to do to soothe you. You know what makes you comfortable. And you may not be real close with yourself yet to communicate to yourself in that way. But through this journey, you're going to need you. Because can't nobody else do this for you but you. So in that event that you get upset because that bill came through and you know you're in the process of manifesting money, do not fall for the okie doke. Do not fall for the foolishness. Do not fall for the setup. That is just your old frequency, because energy is neither created nor destroyed, trying to challenge you and see, like, what you talking about? You got millions of dollars and you know it like you know your name, because this bill just came up and you just, ain't no millions in here. That's what your 3D is telling to you, trying to convince you to abide by it, when the 3D abides by you. 3D abides by you. You don't abide by 3D. We got the game backwards. And in order to fix it, you need to focus. And I need you to be calm about this. This is not something to be afraid of. This is not something to be nervous about. Maybe in the very beginning, because it's all new information. But take your time with this. Sit with yourself and really state what you want out loud. Say it as if you already have it. And you know what? Without saying the I know it like I know my name, say it without it. And play with it. Feel how it feels to say, I have, let's say we're trying to manifest $20,000. I have $20,000. I know it like I know my name. I don't know, I may not have it in this physical reality, but I know for a fact that all of creation is finished. Therefore, there is a version of me that has $20,000. And I know that like I know my name. And let it go. You stating I know that like I know my name is aligning you with the I am, the awareness that is within you, who knows it just as much as that same conviction you have around your name, if not more. It has probably way more conviction than you do, because it's in everything. They ain't got no problem to relax about knowing or sitting in the knowing of anything, because it knows everything. And that's what we're trying to do. Get in position to where we are just as confident in that knowing as awareness is. Because when awareness has something, it's neutral. It's natural. Awareness doesn't judge good or bad. We assign good or bad with awareness. Awareness is not doing that. You are utilizing awareness to assign what is good and what is bad. And that's a whole nother video and a huge pill to swallow. Because we think that God, when we label God, that there's someone judging good and bad, good and bad, good and bad. I told you, awareness is like gravity. It is something that is constant. And it does not judge, because gravity doesn't judge if you throw a fucking puppy or a baby out the window. It doesn't judge and turn itself off and say, oh no, but that's a puppy. Awareness doesn't say, oh no, but she's having a hard time. She's having a hard time and I love her because I've created her. But this is what she's placing my attention on. This is what she's placing me, the essence of what I am, which creates everything, aka awareness, on this, whether it be doubts, fears, worries, or concerns. This is where she places me, and this is all that I can give her, because you can only have what you have. So we need to dial it back. We need to remain calm. We need to sit still, and we need to really be observant and make the choices that we prefer instead. Neutrality is powerful, because as you're being neutral, it is so much easier to observe. It is a serene calm. And it's something that took me time to get to, but I am comfortable as I sit here and speak to you today. Because I know, like I know my name, that awareness is the only thing that creates. I ain't got no doubt about that. I done seen it a million times. It's nothing no one can tell me when it comes to this, as far as awareness being the creator of all things. I know that for a fact. I've been doing this for 8 years, and I done seen some shit. Oh, it creates. It's the only thing that creates. It creates the big, the small, and everything in between. And that is also a definition of defining big or small is also a definition of awareness being assigned to it by you. Awareness doesn't measure a big or a small. You do. You place your awareness on this and say, that's too big for me to manifest. Or, yeah, that sounds good, but where the hell is it going to come from? Out the sky. That's not your job. And we're going to make a video about that too. The how is not your job. That's not your business. I don't care about the how. I know what I can see. I know what I know. And I'm convinced, like I said, that awareness is the only thing that creates everything. And because I know that, and because I apply it, I'm not doing nothing for no reason. If you apply something, especially in this community, being that there is a law called the law of assumption, you can assume pretty much anything. Thanks to your awareness, you can assume anything, and with the repetition of that assumption, it will be your reality. Because awareness is the only thing that creates. And to get it going, start the engine, get the momentum and the motion of it going so you can see it for yourself, you have to apply it. You have to apply it. You have to apply your awareness to whatever it is that you want and be convinced. And I'm helping you with the conviction for those of you like, I can't be convinced because this is all new to me and I've never experienced this before. And all of this sounds crazy, blah, 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 blah. This is what the affirmation, I know it like I know my name, will assist you with. I don't need you to know it. I need you to communicate with that essence inside of you that already knows it. Wake it up. I've been asleep long enough. I am now telling you I'm aware of this. And I know it like I know my name. Because you are calling yourself back to yourself. Me, 3D ego me, may not know this. But the me that's the same thing as you knows it. Because you know everything. Awareness. Talk to it. It's God. It's you. It's all you. At the end of the day, you are a character being played by God. You're going to hear me say that a lot as well. You are an extension of God. If you consider God to be the palm, you are the fingers. That's it. And when it's all said and done, when it's over, we go back to the palm. Back to God. Because creation is finished and energy is neither created nor destroyed. I'm going to repeat a lot of things in these videos. So if it sounds repetitive, it's for a reason, because that's the stuff, those are the seeds, my verbal seeds that I want to stick within you. Neutrality is so important because in the midst of doing this, in order to make your desire seem natural, to seem normal, to seem as if it is accepted right now, not in the future, not in your labeling as, oh, it's just imagination. No. In the moment that you imagine, declare, meaning affirm, script, or whatever you do to get your desire, when your awareness is on it, think of your awareness like a flashlight. Whatever is on, that's what it's going to create. Whatever it's on, that's what it's going to create. You want to shine it on doubts and fears? We're going to create everything that'll give you more doubts and fears. You want to shine it on hope? You want to shine it on knowing, trust, belief? We're going to give you everything that matches with hope, knowing, trust, and belief. And I suggest you chuck hope. Ain't no hope. We know it like we know our name. I don't hope that my name is Teniecia. I know it. I don't hope that I have the same name this morning. I know it. It's the same name that I had yesterday. It ain't changed. Same name I had since I got here. It's the same name I've been having for 34 years now. So, you get what I'm saying? I want your desires to be in that same frequency, in that same vicinity, in that same proximity of knowing. And that's all we're doing. We're highlighting it with our awareness, and we're stating how well we know it, even if right now, because you're new to all of this, you don't actually know it. You don't need to. Because as you're stating this, you are communicating with something within you that already knows it. You're communicating with the version, the part of you that already knows it. You're communicating with the awareness that is within that version of you who already has what you have, who has already done the steps to get what you have, who has already done everything to get exactly what you have. You are calling on that awareness, that piece of awareness that's within that version that you prefer to be. And you're demanding it through repetition. And you're going to keep doing it until something shows up. You keep doubting and fearing and worrying, might as well keep doing this. I promise you, you'll get much better results. I don't want to make the video too much longer. I hope that the majority of this is clear. Sometimes I feel like I'm communicating about the topic, but then it kind of gets a little all over. I can ramble a little bit and rant sometimes, but I try my best to pull myself back, and I ask my awareness to pull me back, like internally. Before I make these videos, I just ask myself to just say and express whatever it is that you feel I need to say and express. Help me get out what I comprehend, put it in the correct verbiage so that others can understand it and allow it to be not only a benefit for myself, because as I teach it, I reteach myself. You know, I'm hoping that maybe it'll help and assist others as well. That's it. That's my only intent with this. And like I said, really, these videos are for my closest friends and my families and people that, you know, they just have that strong feeling, that nudge within them that there has to be something more to this shit. Hell, I came out here for. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't come out here to pay bills and struggle and die. I want to live. I want to thrive. And when you step into your power and you choose to be a deliberate creator instead of just creating by default, life is so much more fun that way. Life is so much more adventurous and exciting when you know that all of it comes from you. I'm not about to stress about something that I know I have control over. But that's because that's where my conviction is. That's where my conviction lies. And it took repetition. And I'm just trying to get y'all over all the unnecessary information so we can get straight to the benefits of knowing who you actually are. So stick with me. There are more videos to come. Again, this was about the power of neutrality and why it's so important, because that still frequent energy is the same vibe as awareness. It's constant, it's calm, it's aware, it's always in that background just chilling. It's not frantic, it's not all over the place, it's not squealing, it's not crying, it's not begging, it's not pleading. It's calm, it's straightforward, and it's knowing. And the closest thing to that is neutrality. And the closest thing that I can get you to experience more neutrality is through stillness. And the only thing that will get you to practice more stillness is meditation. And I may make a video separate just for meditation. As we go along, I'll know where to place the videos as far as order is concerned. But okay, that's it. Almost 25 minutes. Get out of here. I gotta go to work. Bye.